Oh, man. Welcome on back to another stock market close alive. Boy, it's been a minute since we've done one of these. But we got some big old tech earnings today. So it's like, grab a salami sandwich from Lord and go do earnings. What's better than that? Oh, I still got some salami left. All right. So we have earnings coming up. Microsoft, Google, AMD, Pfizer. We had UPS. Well, actually, Pfizer was this morning. UPS was this morning as well. Starbucks will be coming out. These will actually be pretty fun. I think MSFT comes a few minutes after, though. They take their sweet time, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, Apple's the one that's always 30 minutes late. They're the slowest. They're the ones that drive me nuts. So we'll be getting Microsoft. Yeah, okay, good. Microsoft, Google, AMD, those will be the big ones that we'll watch right now. And then, of course, let's take a look at how sticks are moving going into this. I also want to get an update on that Fed chart to see what our rate bets are. As of the JOLTS number this morning, we shaved off about 12% in terms of a chance of us actually getting those rate cuts in March. So you can see my deep dive video on that I did earlier this morning on the main channel. And then here we go, March 20th right now we're pricing in. That's bobbing around 43% right now. 43.2% is where we sit right now. And then in terms of exact times, we got AMD at 4:15, Microsoft 4:05, Google between 4 and 4:15, so whenever they want. 4:05 for Starbucks, EA. Oh, they're at 4:05 too. Oh, that'll actually be kind of cool. Where's SBUX? Oh, yeah, SBUX 4:05. Okay, good. 4 big earnings. This is actually going to be a big deal, mostly because markets are standing by to just be told that the AI rally is over. It's over, boys and girls. We're going to the toilets. Everything's going down. That's what everybody wants to see, apparently. I actually wouldn't mind some big fat beats here. I mean, I'm not in Microsoft or Google or SBUX. Honestly, I want SBUX to miss personally because I want to buy them under 80. I can't get up above that. AMD, that'll be a good little precursor for the NVIDIA rally. If it's anything like super microcomputer, oh my God, these numbers are going to be great. So that'll be exciting to see. Let's take a look. So here's Tesla, is only up about half. It's been bobbing and weaving here second part of the day. Bitcoin, 43.6. Where are our big movers? Ooh, NASDAQ's down a chunk. Oh my gosh, what happened to SunPower? Holy smokadokas. And SoFi down 8. Oh my gosh, they lost support. What happened? SunPower. Let's find out really quick. This is some crazy crap. SunPower plans to continue negotiating terms with BofA. That's Bank of America, in case you're wondering. Extended temporary waiver. Oh, some form of financial extension pact. In other words, we's out of money and we can't pay this crap back, so maybe things will get better. You know, it's actually, I hate to say it, but great for Enphase if you lose SunPower. Not that I want SunPower to die, but frankly, it just basically leaves Enphase. Well, or some of the cheaper Chinese ones. So SoFi is just moving down back on momentum. Very retail heavy traded stock here. UPS isn't as heavily retail traded, but that forecast really killed them. So you really get punished here if you come in weak. What happened to Wayfair? Bro, what is going on with this chart today? This is some crazy crap. What is this? Wayfair, no news. This is just some momentum stuff. Okay, all right, whatever. Archer, Open Door, Matterport. These are all momentum movers right now. AMD down 3.2. Holy smokes. Solar Edge, Trade Desk, these guys all down like 3. Yeah, I guess you'd still have Solar Edge. I mean, SunPower is your like leasing, solar panels, Salesforce. Solar Edge is your inverter manufacturer. So let's be clear about that. I want to separate those two, not to cause confusion. Ooh, Restoration Hardware. I think I actually have them written down here as something I'm watching for an entry point. Come on, baby. Yeah, give me 207 again, Restoration Hardware. I got a nice, sweet, sexy downtrend right here. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Wait. How dirty can we get? No, not that dirty. Okay, I thought maybe I'd get some alignment over here. What if I do want to? If I go from here, what do I get? Ooh, that's dirty. That's not a good one. I can't use that. That's too messy. It's not going to work. Okay. Mobilize down another 5 too after those Intel earnings. Okay. All right. So a little bit of a give back today. Affirm back at 42. Intel's dropping another 2%. Alibaba's over there. Okay. Tesla's barely up that 0.5%. So is Nvidia though. And then we've got Dwax 37, Spirits up 5, Super Micro only up 3.5. That's crazy. How's cost going? Oh, that's a good point. How is Costco going? Oh, it's right there. It's green. Damn it. It's at 700. I think I'm down like $700 on that trade. I mean, I made $8,000 on my Tesla straddle when I was playing around with that, but I think my Costco trade's not. Oh no, it's over 1,500. Darn it! Damn it, Costco. Well, you win some, you lose some. All right, so just wait for earnings. That's it. That's it. When are the Costco earnings? Just get smoked. Whatever. Where are Costco earnings? Costco earnings. They are... Oh, March 7th. I have to wait that long? Bro. Oh, well. All right. Let's get ready for the... Aha, Steve's coming in for that uranium trade. Let's go. It's true. RS1? What is this? You talking RuneScape? Are you saying bad things about RuneScape? I'll come over there.
I mean, I think that if they just ratify the market's understanding of their framework that says policy's more restrictive than we need it to be right now.
Yes.
The numbers are going in our favor, both on economic resilience and on inflation, and we can be patient in creating these peacetime rate cuts slowly down the road. Probably okay from there. Again, I think a lot of things are culminating in the same week, and we've had a huge move in the market, up 20% in three months. So you can't take for granted that we're going to rally off of that.
All right. It's going to be exciting, and it's going to be exciting in a matter of minutes. Microsoft, Alphabet, AMD, put your seatbelts on, grab your shoulder straps, and let's send it to overtime with Morgan and John.
There it is.
Mixed picture for your scorecard on Wall Street, but winners stay late, especially for big earnings. Welcome to Closing Bell Overtime. I'm John Ford along.
Yeah, so SunPower down 9% on that. SoFi down 8.3%. Wayfair down 5.77. Restoration Hardware 3.73. Ubiquity 3.26. Enphase 2.58 down to 1.06. Palantir down 2.14 down to 16.13. Apple 1.92. Plug Power's down at $3.30. Okay, Microsoft beat. Microsoft productivity revenue beats 19.25 versus 19.03. Cloud revenue comes in at 2.588 versus 2.529 billies. We've got personal compute comes in at 16.89 versus 16.8. Microsoft EPS $2.93. Microsoft Q2 revenue comes in at 62 bill versus the 61 expected. First beat in. Let's go. Let's take a look at how the sticks on Microsoft are moving on that. Okay, yeah, we're starting to get an up movement. Oh, I got 6 basis points actually right now, so it's not much. We'll watch what happens here. Waiting for Alphabet, Starbucks, EA. Again, to be clear, okay, here we go. Cloud revenue. Cloud comes in at $33.7 billion versus $32.21 expected. Then we've got, looking at EPS. Oh, EPS actually beat by quite a bit. So EPS, this is going to be the, I'm assuming the adjusted, but it doesn't say that right now, so I gotta be careful about assuming. But 2.93 versus the 2.78 expected. I'm gonna drop these numbers on eHack as well. And then productivity again, reading that out, that's 19.25 billion versus the 19.03 billion. So if I do the math on that, 25 divided by 1903, that's a beat of about 1.1%. about 1.1%, above already like elevated expectations, right? So pretty impressive. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. So that's up. Okay, Google. Google just in 23.70 versus 23.82 operating income. Operating income misses. Revenue comes in 86.31 versus 85.38. That means revenue beats. Revenue employee severance charges of 2.1 billion. That's probably why, because they're firing people. So YouTube ad revenue beats. YouTube ad revenue beats at 9.2 versus 9.16. Google services revenue 9.631 versus 7.597. EPS 1.64 versus 1.59. So everything beat there except the operating, but then again, they had some what sound like one-time expenses there. So that's Google. Honestly, not that bad. Microsoft going negative here on earnings, on actually good earnings. Google's down about 3% on these earnings. Again, if we look at Goog here, I mean, quite frankly, these numbers don't seem that bad. So you've got cloud services coming in at 76.31 bill versus 75.97 bill. You have YouTube ad rev beat. So YouTube ads, we've got 9.2 versus the 9.16. So far, these numbers are great. Again, miss on operating because of severance. Due to severance charges of 2.1 bill. That's kind of what things are looking like right now. Waiting still for Starbucks, EA, and AMD. Looking for more info on Microsoft. Microsoft will provide guidance on the earnings call, so we'll wait for guidance on Microsoft. We're looking at personal compute, 16.89 bill versus the 16.8 billion expected. And we already hit EPS on Microsoft. So we'll see. Their guidance will be a big deal. Okay. Still, again, waiting Starbucks, EA, AMD, waiting for those. Here come the Kevin Titanic video. Bro, the Kevin Titanic video already happened, my friend. It's the start of the end. Sell the news. That's it. It's over. It's over, boys. Google down 5%. Crash and burn. Okay, Microsoft, Google Cloud Rev, Google Ad Rev misses estimate. Does it really? Ad Rev, oh yeah, it does. Okay, so YouTube ads beat. That's the start. That's what I've always been talking about. Is AI is going to make the ad revenue beat? No way. Or is it going to make the ad revenue start missing? I don't know if that's true, but I think so. I don't Google stuff anymore, man. I GPT my crap. I don't need your snot-nosed Google anymore. You's done. Okay, it's not that bad. Actually, it is, but I'll just pretend it's not. Ad revenue again comes in at, that's the biggest part of their business, 65.52 versus 65.8. I mean, this is really not that big of a difference, but 65.8 was the expectation, and we actually ended up getting 6552 divided by 65.8. It's like literally 43 basis point miss. So, pretty small. 43 basis point miss. Oh, Starbucks, comp sales up 5% versus the estimate of 6.39. That's a miss. Adjusted EPS comes in at 90 cents versus 93. Miss. China, I freaking knew it. I called it. I said there's no way they're growing China by 16%. Not a chance. They only grew by 10%. AMD's not out yet. Somebody says AMD missing or tanking. AMD might be moving because of the others. I do not have the numbers on AMD yet. So no numbers yet on AMD. I think it's just Microsoft and, okay, EA, operating cash flow, 1.95 to 2.1 versus the 2.16 expected, maintaining dividend. Q4 EPS, that's a pretty wide range. So roughly in range on net bookings. Adjusted EPS, it's actually slightly better than expected. It's a little hard because they're just giving ranges for everything, but I do not have AMD yet. Waiting for AMD. Starbucks, I should have played it. But let me see if it's even going down, because the thing is, the market's so topsy-turvy. No, it's only down 1%. Wouldn't have made a difference. But I knew China was going to miss. I'm like, I'm not betting on China, man. And Starbucks is all China right now. That's funny. That was during the market open live stream. I'm pretty sure we talked about that. Still waiting for AMD. So we're on standby for AMD right now. Starbucks, net rev misses as well. 9.43 billion. Net rev, 9.43 bill versus 9.6 expected. And again, the big interesting number here that I like to see. Oh my gosh, Kevin, what are you doing? There we go. Okay, the big interesting number here for me was China comp sales 10% versus 16.1% expected. Okay. Boom. No AMD yet, still. Waiting for that. And then again, North America comp sales up 5% versus 5.54 expected. Then we have international comp sales 7% versus 11.6% expected. There's some good misses there. And then we have adjusted EPS at 90 cents versus 93 cents expected. So check size growth slows. Ooh, people spending less per time. Check size growth slows. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, good to know. Okay, updated EHAC with that. AMD still not out. I don't think I think we have some time for AMD. AMD is set for 415. And I'm getting a little bit more here on Guga. The severance charges were, ending December. Let's see. Last 3 months were 1.2. So they were mostly concentrated in the last quarter. Last 3 month write down of 1.2. So more than half concentrated in Q4. And then we threw down, did we throw down OpRev yet? No, we didn't. Let's throw that really quick. Google's Op Inc. was 23.7 bill versus 23.82 billion expected. So slight miss there on the operating income as well. I mean, it's barely a miss, but it's a miss, right? That's the way to look at it. Barely a miss, but it's a miss. And when we look at EA, I love how everybody's like screaming random things about AMD, but I don't have it yet. RSI. Kevin is a solid blue voter. How do you know how I vote? Maybe I don't even vote. No, everybody should vote. I believe everybody should vote. I collect ballots all the time. I mean, I vote via mail-in ballots all the time. $90 strong support for Starbucks. That's why I wanted it at 80. How's my day going? Actually having a pretty good day. I sell my Tesla. I've not sold my Tesla. Leather jacket. This is Hugo. I got this in London, my friend. Thank you for noticing my jacket. Please get dual citizenship to help get Trudeau out of office. Y'all really don't like Trudeau. That's funny. I was on a cruise ship. No, it wasn't a cruise ship. It was a ferry. Okay, this is very different. I was on a ferry, and I go up to the cafeteria. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but one of the people working there is saying something, and I'm like, be careful, I'm going to call Trudeau. And they just look at me like, please. They just hate Trudeau. So it's... I think it's just the longer you're in power, the more you get hated. Unless you're in China, then you die if you hate them. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Okay, so EA, what is this? Third quarter adjusted EPS 2.96 versus, there we go, versus 2.93 expected. So slight beat there. And then obviously you have some of these ranges, which are a little annoying to copy down. I'm really just mostly watching AMD right now. I don't want to click around too much and miss anything. Although what I will do is I will pull up, I'm going to leave AMD right there, so I have it the second it comes out. And then I'm going to pull up the Microsoft... actually, I want to pull up the Google investor relations sheet. Taylor Swift got 4 million registered. So these comments are crazy. Microsoft mostly recovered. Did Starbucks go green? Is that true? I mean, the numbers aren't bad. Like, they're not that bad. Oh my gosh, yes, Starbucks did go green 2%. Dang it. Guess I'm not going to be able to buy. Xi Jinping inviting you to China, one-way ticket. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Again, waiting for AMD. While we wait for AMD, let's quickly just look at the presser for Alphabet. Ready? Here we go. Can you move this fast? Can you go? Can you go? Let's use AI to read their presser. I'm just kidding. No, I actually prefer the context that gets shaved out with AI a lot. We're pleased our business performed in the first quarter. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Resilience in search and momentum cloud result in. So, well, no, I don't want Q1. This is trash. Okay, so I guess you could have beat me. Whatever. There we go. That's what I want. Q4. Today announced financial results. Pleased with the ongoing strength. Y'all, you never change the freaking words. Best is yet to come. Solid Q4. Blah, blah, blah. Net income. What do we got here? Unaudited. Duh, because it's not done yet. 70. I mean, that's nice growth, I have to say. You know, you can poop them all you want, but 27% bottom line margin. Oh, they crank money. That's very nice. Very nice. YouTube adds up. Love seeing that. This is the year over year. So even though the year over year estimate missed, it's still up. Okay. Yes. Yes, that's fine. I'll wait for the counter or document. Cut. Cool. Then we've got Google Cloud. Cloud, that's nice too. That's really good growth. I mean, this is where you're selling people Google Workspace, whatever, Google Storage. It's not bad. And search is still growing year over year. So that's still decent growth. You can't, I mean, even though it missed estimates, you divide that, that's still, search is still growing by 12.7. I could never go short. It's just too good. YouTube, so that's going to be, I'm going to call it, what should we call it? That would be Google Search. Google Search and ads. We'll just call that ads. There we go. Google, I'll write it down as Google Search up 12% year over year. Okay, AMD out. Meets estimate. Meets, it says. 6.2 bill on revenue. Estimate was 6.13. That's actually a beat. Operating margin slipped a tiny bit to 23% versus the estimate of 23.2. Expenses on R&D, 1.51 billion versus 1.52 billion than expected. That's better than expected. A little more capex than expected. 139 million versus 120.8. Looking for operating income, 1.41 billion versus the estimate of 1.43. That's actually a miss. So it's slightly up, slightly down. That's kind of what you got for AMD here. So, ooh, look at that employee right sizing at AMD. That's like 8,000 employees gone, or sorry, at Google. It's about 8,000 gone right there. AMD positioning for strong product ramp in 2024. AMD is down about 3% right here. Looks like it's getting down to a support line. Okay, let's write this down. So, AMD. So, AMD, we just got Q1 gross margin forecast 52%. The estimate was 51.8. Q1, the forecast is actually weaker. Ooh, Q1 rev forecast. That's a miss. That's a midpoint of 5.7. What is that? 6, 3, 5.4. 5.4? 5.4 bill versus 5.77 bill expected. Okay. Then we've got, yeah, that forecast is trash, man. Expects data center revenue to be flat sequentially. That we don't want to hear that. Data center to be flat sequentially. Let's see here. Q4 EPS 77 cent. estimate was 77 cents. Then we have Q4 rev coming in at 6.2 bill versus the estimate of 6.13 bills. Billy Moes. Okay, boom. Submit. Okay, that's up on eHack, by the way, if you wanted to see that already. eHack.com. Let's see here. Gross margin. Forecast Q1 margin. 52 versus the 51.8. 51.8 was the last one, but they were expecting that to be better. CapEx a little higher. CapEx higher at 139 mil versus 120.8 mil. Then, okay. So I want to get their cover letter to see a little bit more. So we'll grab that in a moment. Let's quickly look at a little bit more AMD. Oh, AMD is trying to come back right now. Are you killing me, Smalls? What is this? 2% on Starbucks. This is some BS. That's all right. Okay, Google, I want to also mention, just because I think it's very interesting, down 8,000, I'm going to say roughly, employees year over year. Okay. Corporate costs, unallocated, bloody. Reduction in workforce, they talk about it here. Okay, fine. Severance packages included, fine. Change in useful life, that's fine. I remember when I screwed around with that last time. It's not so terribly important right now. Revenues. How'd their margin do? I want to see margin growth. Margin growth was 62,613 divided by 86,310. You're at about 27.5, roughly. 27.5. 23.9 last year. Wow. I'll write that down. 23.9% margin last year versus 26.7% this year. I think that's what I said. I double check that really quick just because it's a good number. That is 62,613 divided by 86,310. That's 27.4. Screwed that up. I knew I screwed it up. 27.4%. Boom. All right. That's good. So that's Goog. See anything else special? How about shares? Did they buy back shares? They did. Yeah, we have about 400 probably million. Or what do we have? That's probably 12 point. I don't know how many shares this is, but we have a chunk less. Okay, got it. Next. Net income, depreciation, fine. Where's our cash flow? Operating cash flow actually went down. Why? Stock comp went up about 10%. Net income went up substantially. So why is cash flow lower? Income taxes. Big income tax bill. Oh, big fat income tax bill. Holy smokes. $10 billion. $10 billion. Taxes. I thought writing a $10 million check for taxes was a lot. All right. Whew. That's Google for you. MSFT, investor relations. Okay. Let's get this. Earnings. Microsoft. Press release. Please wait while we fetch your file. Revenue up 18%. Net income up. Why would they do this word thing? This looks so gross. Like, look at it, all looks blurry. Good lord. Completed the acquisition of Blizzard. That was smart. Gotta give them that. Revenue, productivity. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I want to see segments. Server cloud up 22%. Azure up 30%. Commercial services up 15%. Xbox content and service revenue up 61%. Oh, well, driven by 51 points from Activision. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, so that's not really comparable. Here we go. Percent changes. The week LinkedIn up 9%. I kind of think some of these percentages are cool and relatable. Linked in up 9%. And that's the year-over-year number. Then you have Office 365 commercial up 15%. Cloud, so Microsoft Cloud is up 24% year over year. Okay. Then you've got server, Windows up 9%. Windows up 9% year over year. What else? What else? What else? The AMD numbers were not bad. You know, okay, they did guide a little bit lower, remember? So I'm going to write down my opinion really quick. So I'm going to say watch earnings call on MSFT for Activision profitability. That's my take. For Google, I want to see watch earnings call for damage from GPT in search. I mean, I doubt they'll admit it, but we'll see. Watch earnings call for Starbucks China. Especially if you're betting on China stocks. AMD, watch guidance on AI. Obviously, any slowdown there, those are going to be your caddies for those stocks for sure on the earnings calls. Yeah, that's all on ehack.com. I wrote that down. In case you want to compare it, it's all there. Refresh if you need to. Okay, gross margin. Thanks for giving me percentages, Microsoft. Okay, so gross margin year over year. I do want to see if they're getting more profitable. So let's do the number. 42397 divided by 62020. Yeah, that's gross margin at 31.7%. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. That's really good. Gross margin. Well, sorry. The expenses, the way I wrote that is those are the expenses. So let me say that again. Let me rephrase that. Gross margin is actually 4%. 68.4% gross profit. Insane. Okay. Then how was that last year? Last year it was 52,747 divided by... Nope, that's the revenue, sorry. Expenses, 35,259 divided by... So, ooh, better margin. 68.8, frankly. 66.8, yeah. Versus 66.8% last year. So actually becoming more profitable. Is that right? Hold on, did I get that backwards? No, that's, hold on. Let's see what I'm doing here. Gross margin. Okay, let's get this right. Gross margin. How much money they kept after it all? Oh, I gotta make sure I'm dividing by the right number. That's the problem. My bad. Hold on. 3592. That's the cost. Okay, well, that's the other way to do it. There we go. No. Okay, 35,259. Sorry for the mental lapse here. 35,259 divided by 52,747. Yeah, okay. So the gross margin, like I said, 66.8%. That's correct. So 66.8% for last year. And then this year, it's 42,397. It's not that hard, Kevin. Divided by 62,020. 68.3. I could round that to 0.4. Yeah. So their gross margins improved by like 1.5%. That's great. That's really good for a company this big. I mean, every little bip of margin is big old dollar hollers. Oh, that's very good. Okay. So what about AMD? What did they say in that press release? AMD. Whatever. I'll take your cookies, AMD. Try to give you like a couple cents more profit. Oh, maybe that's why their stock's falling. There we go. Earnings release. Okay, quick look. 47% gross margin. I mean, you have to give it to them. It's pretty good. It's no Microsoft, right? At 68% margin. Bro, they make so much money. But still, look at that. I mean, what is this here? A gross margin at 47%. Okay. Full year margin of 46%. Got it. So that's in the quarter. In quarter, up from full year of 46%. GPUs, CPUs, bloody. AI reshapes virtually every part of the computing market. Ooh, that's a good line. I like that. AI reshapes virtually every part of the computing market. Throw that quote down on eHack. eHack.com, baby. Year-over-year revenue growth, data, fine, whatever. We already know you guys think that's going to be flat. I want to see segments. Data was up 38% year-over-year. Client segment up 62%. That's really good. But they're comparing to a whole. Down 17% on gaming, but also down sequentially. So gaming is down 17% year over year and 9% since last quarter. Embedded's also down, but that's the same thing we heard at Intel, that embedded was not doing so well. Embedded down 17% compared to last year. Intel said this too. Let's write that down. Two roughly. Okay. Chiplets, whatever. Product announcements. Current outlook. Here we go. Data center to be flat. Seasonal decline in server sales. Okay, that's interesting. So, expecting a seasonal sale. Expecting seasonal decline in server sales. Good to know. Client embedded gaming expected to decline. Semi-custom revenue expected to decline. Everything's down. Except, where's the GPU stuff? Offset by data center GPU ramp. Decline. Okay, so where's the increase? Client embedded, expected to decline sequentially. Okay. So lots of, okay, we'll get some clarity on their actual call. Do they have segments in here? No. I mean, other than the words they're writing. Yeah, here, these words they're written. Okay. Oh, we'll see. We'll get a little bit more on their call. Very interesting. Okay, so that was AMD. And then, quickly, I want to look at Starbucks Investor Relations. Here we go. I already wrote down a lot of these comp store sales. Just want to see a note here. Where's the part about... I think they said something about lower tickets. Ticket? Change in ticket. Oh, yeah. Tickets only growing by about 4%. Okay. China, look at that. A 9% decline in ticket prices for or tickets for Starbucks China. Now that's really interesting to try to understand, because what they're basically saying is, so China up 21% in comp sales, which is probably store building, right? So like they have more stores, but in each store, they're selling, less per ticket. But within the stores, tickets are down 9%. Wow. Year over year. Now, see, that's very interesting. And so if I do that for North America, we're up 4% in ticket and 1% in comp sales year over year. So you actually have people spending, like the consumer, that's a stronger consumer in America, right? Stronger American consumer. Yeah, which that makes sense. Interesting. Switch to the Google call, bro. I'm gonna read the Google earnings call, man. I don't got time for that crap. I gotta go close some deals, man. I gotta close deals. What are you doing? Trading. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. I want to do that too. No, I'm not gonna go to the calls right now. But I'll watch the calls later, and I'll put some summaries up on eHack. Duh. That's what I do. I love eHack. I hope you like eHack too. By the way, we are officially developing the eHack app. So stay tuned for the eHack app. It doesn't exist yet. But what we're going to do is we're basically going to rebuild the Meet Kevin app. So we're going to start with that. And then we'll start incorporating house hack stuff into it. It'll just be like the everything app. It'll be kind of cool. So, yeah. Okay. I guess I should push the frickin' button. Wait, I want to look at the sticks. Here, I'm going to look at the sticks and add some commentary after the button. Even though I'm a licensed financial advisor, real estate broker, and becoming a stockbroker, this video is neither personalized financial advice nor real estate advice for you. It is not tax, legal, or otherwise personalized advice tailored to you. This video provides generalized perspective, information, and commentary. Any third-party content I show should not be deemed endorsed by me. This video is not and shall never be deemed reasonably sufficient information for the purpose of evaluating a security or investment decision. Any links or promoted products are either paid affiliations or products or services which we may benefit from. I personally operate and actively manage the ETF and hold long positions in various securities, potentially including those mentioned in this video. However, I have no relationship to any issuers other than HouseHack, nor am I presently acting as a market maker. How much did it cost to build the app? I guarantee I would have done it in half price half the time. I don't know, given that we just started yesterday, so far it cost a day. Hack app. Yeah, there you go. The hack app. Everything hack. eHack. Everything app. There you go. Yeah, we'll probably throw a calendar on there too. Like, I know what y'all want. We just need some time to make it. So, you know, it's coming. But anyway, yeah. Wow. AMD tanky doodling. Is Jay Powell gonna bail us out tomorrow? Who knows? Anyway, I gotta go do some real estate. Love y'all. We'll see you soon.